Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is so much fun. I know a lot of boutique owners, or a lot of new boutique owners, they always run into the issue of an emergency situation where they're not prepared to have a pop-up, like meaning you probably have been invited to do a pop-up shop, or you want to do a pop-up shop, but your shop, your actual boutique is not ready, or what you think may not be ready, so you just turn it down. Well, fun fact, stop turning down opportunities to showcase your brand. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Do not be that business owner. Whenever there's an opportunity, take it, because that gives you more brand recognition, as well as teaching a lot of new customers about your brand. So it brings brand awareness, and in turn you get more customers at a very good rate. So do not turn down opportunities, okay? I'm here to save you from that. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I keep my inventory basically in check, a good system for myself. But I'm going to show you guys how to create the business cards, or how to use business cards as your hang tags, so that you don't have to wait for your actual hang tags to come in the mail if it's taking a while, because I know that type of stuff takes a while, especially when you are just starting off and you're kind of indecisive on fonts and things like that, and what kind of tags, so it might take a while. So I'm going to teach you guys a shortcut way so that you are always prepared. I'm also going to show you guys how the Shopify POS system works, like on the back end for your side of things, and how it's going to work with your customers at pop-up shops, so that you are always prepared. First things first, I'm going to show you guys how I keep up my inventory, and different ways you can use that are very cheap and effective, so you're not going over your budget, especially as a new brand. I'm going to show you guys how I package my inventory and keep it nice and neat, and I'm going to tell you all the products that I use as well. So let's get into my inventory. Okay guys, so we are at my little stock, oops, almost knocked this over, my little stock section right here, and this is basically how I keep control of my inventory. I'm a very organized person. I like to be organized because I feel like if I'm organized, you guys get your products faster. So I feel like you should develop a system that's going to work for you and your customers, so you're not searching for product. Also, you don't want your product, especially if you work from home and you're not using a warehouse, you don't want your products laid out anywhere, or you don't want it somewhere where it's going to get dusty. You don't want it somewhere where people are going to touch it or anything like that. So I keep everything put away. Nobody can touch it. I do not need products randomly getting messed up, or dust, or little marks on it from hands and all that stuff. So I like to keep this entire closet out of reach of anyone but myself. So top to bottom, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I have product up here. Mostly the product that's at the top of the closet is mostly shipping items, like not shipping items, shipping materials, like poly mailers, envelopes, the first class shipping, not first class shipping mailers, the priority shipping rates packages. All that stuff is up there, and it's in boxes. And then below, even down here, I have more product. Mostly it's the reshop stuff, the vintage stuff, and you know, like the t-shirts, the hoodies, sweats, all that stuff. I'm going to show you that in a minute in a different little bin, but I have that. And these two specifically, these are more of the fast selling things that are going off of my website, so I like to keep those just like, let me open it real quick because my desk is right here, so I just slide the closet open and like, okay, an order came in, let me just grab it. It's super easy for me to do that way, as opposed to me having to get up from my desk, go all the way over there, take it from the other side. It's just an easier system for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I keep track of this. Now in this one, I'm not going to open because these are new products that aren't coming out yet. Also, these are well, the bottom, this one specifically is samples, so I can't show you that, but these two here, this is tops and these are bottoms for different styles that are going to come out around spring break time. So I'm not going to show you those, I'm sorry, just stay tuned. This side I can show you though. So this is what I like to keep it in. These drawers are just the basic drawers that you can get from like Walmart or Target or any type of store that sells, like, you know, like the little containers and stuff. I believe I paid like $12 for these. I think they were $12, and I have one, two, three. I have 5 of these, and I just don't use the wheels. Like if it's not on the floor, I don't use the wheels. And this one is sitting on top of an actual dresser that I got from Walmart. The dresser that I got from Walmart, I think it was like $25, and it's just a basic dresser with just shelves. So yeah, I don't even need this, honestly. I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm gonna show you how I keep track of inventory and how I actually keep the system from getting cluttered and things like that. So on this side, the top one, I don't put a label on, and the reason I don't put a label up here is because I tend to switch this out a lot. These are more of the one size pieces, meaning like the wrap tops, the tube style tops, anything that's really small I keep in here because I can fit a lot inside of these drawers. So I like to keep it in here, and I like to keep it separate. And just for example, see, this one is the Mia tie tops on my site. Look how small it is. It's super small. It can fit right in there, and it's fine. I keep a lot of the smaller things like that, but also the things that don't come in a set, I keep up here. I also like to keep some the latest invoices or printouts that I use as receipts and stuff. I like to keep it in there, and then I transfer it at the end of the month into an actual folder labeled by the month, so I know what sold in January, what sold in February. I do it like that, but I like to keep them in this top drawer for the entire month, and then I switch it out. That's just how I work. It's good for me. This one is bikini sets, and this one is custom pieces. Now the custom pieces, what I mean by that are the pieces that I actually go at by hand. These are hand done pieces. This is the Rocky cover up. If you're familiar with my brand, this is one of my best sellers, if not the best seller. I think last summer this was my best seller. I sold like, oh my god, I don't even know, I sold so many of these. My hands were screaming for help. But yeah, I like to keep them in there, and I use these little labels, which I'll show you in a minute, and all I do is put the style, the color, the size, and I put one item if it's a single item, and if it's a set, it'll say bikini set or t-shirt set, anything like that. Okay, so for reference, how I label these, how I showed you guys on the white Rocky top, I'm going to show you right here because I feel like it's very simple. These are actual bikini bottoms in here. It is our Nyla bikini bottoms. I think there's maybe 10 inside of each of these bags. So I only put 10 because that's how many that I would get if I was to order like a small, because the small ones, these are a restock, so I don't restock in large quantities. But this is our Nyla bikini bottom, and when I label them, I do the same thing like I would do with all of my packages, so I know what it is. So let me try to bring you a little closer. So on here, I don't know if you can see that on here, or if it's backwards. I'm sorry if it's backwards, but it's basically just says Nyla bikini set. This one says black top small, and it shows you that it comes with 2 pieces. And then this one says Nyla bikini set in black. It's a bottom piece, it's a small, and 2 pieces. So what I would do is just take this little sticky thing here and place it on the left corner of the packaged smalls, and just like that. And then I'll just reseal it. Just reseal the package, push all the air out like that, and then put it in the drawer. And the reason why I do it on the same side is because when I stick the pieces in, they go down like that, or they go sideways, so I can just see it automatically without having to keep on flipping things around. Okay, now the tags that I use to label the drawers and the packages are these Avery multi-use labels. It comes with 72 of them. These are removable, so if you mess up, it comes right off. And these are the 1 by 3 inch. And you have to write on these, obviously. They're not just like pre-made labels. And I just use a standard black pen. Try not to get a pen that's runny, because if you touch it, like if you write on it and then you touch it by accident, it's just gonna smear and you're gonna waste all of these. So these are the ones I use. I got these, I believe I got these from the dollar store, and I bought a bunch of them because they're only $1. So check that out. All right, so I hope that was helpful in showing you guys a little system that you guys could use possibly for your own brand or boutique for when you are doing inventory and you want to keep everything organized. That's just what I do, but by all means, find something that works for you if my system does not. So before I go into my computer and let you guys into my screen and show you guys basically what you would need to click on, because I'm not going to go through the whole process of creating a business card. I think it's pretty self-explanatory on there. I'm just going to show you guys the gist of it so it doesn't take up too much of your time. But I ordered mine from Staples, and when I ordered mine, I basically went to the store and just did it because it only took like, literally, guys, it took me like 10 minutes to do this. If you do it online, it takes the same amount of time if you already know what you want on your business card. I'm a pretty straightforward type of brand, and my customer is very familiar with my simplicity with and my aesthetics of my brand, so I didn't want to go overboard and overload them with too much information on just a hang tag, basically, because I'm not using these as like, here, take this, hand it out. You could do that, but I feel like business cards are a little outdated in a sense, and a lot of people just throw them away. So instead of having somebody throw this away, you could totally use it on your hang tag, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna look at it and they're gonna remember, like, oh, let me go check them out on Instagram or go to their website. So that's why I ordered these. There is a girl on here, if I can find her video, I'm gonna link it below. She takes you through the actual steps to create this. I'm pretty sure if you type in here on YouTube like business card hang tags or something like that, her video will pop up. But if I find it, like I said, I'll link her video below. So basically what I'm going to show you guys as far as like the hang tags is this. Okay, so this is the original tag. It just has mayhemswim.com, which is my website, and then it has at Mayhem Swim with the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram logo, because that's where you can find my brand. Okay, so I just have that on there. Now what we're going to be doing, though, what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do with these cards, or what you can do with these cards, is basically this. You're going to take the card and manipulate the card. You're going to cut them in 2 pieces. Now this is just an extreme for me, okay, to be honest. It's an extreme because I do have actual hang tags, but I feel like when you want to go to a pop-up and it's like last minute, this is something that'll work for everybody, as opposed to you having to actually order a large batch of hang tags. If you are in the beginning stages and you don't want to pay that absurd price, you can order these, I believe, that for like 10 bucks, and I think you get, I don't know if I got 500 or 250, but again, I think it was like $10. But you're gonna basically be using them in 2, and then I'll show you the next step after I get you out of my computer. So let me show you how to manipulate these tags. All right. Okay, so basically you're going to come to staples.com, and when you're on the website, you're going to click on this button right here that says services and solutions, and a drop down is going to pop up just like on here. And where it says same day services, you're going to click on business cards. If you do the same day services, basically you have to order before 2 p.m. in order for them to print out any of your business cards. So do this early in the morning as you can, especially if it's like an emergency situation where you really need new hang tags or business cards. Try to get it done really early, so that way you can call them and be like, hey, I just put in an order. Do you think, it could be done a little bit sooner than what the time says? Because usually they'll tell you to come pick it up at like 5 or 6 or whatever. But especially if they have people ahead of you. So you can call and see if they can do that. If not, they'll still be available the same day. So you're on the business cards page. You see they have on this side where it says industry, they have a bunch of different industries, obviously, that you can click on. But I just did a blank one. And the reason why I did blank is because I wanted to just put my website and my social media handles and the logos for the social media handles. So I'm just going to go with that example for this. And this, I would click on this one. This is upload your own. If you already have a previous design already done, you just upload it on here and then, make sure the measurements and everything is correct. But I'm going to go to create your own. Just going to click on this tab, and you see it brings you to this page, and this is the business card. Keep in mind that this blue line that's going around this border, everything inside of it is what's going to be printed. So don't have your things hanging out, because there has been times where people have put it out here and they get it cut off and they end up paying for something that they can't use. So if you don't want any of this information, you just click on it and delete it. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to put your logo, you can delete it. I didn't feel the need to put all this stuff because, again, you just it's kind of like a call to action on your hang tags, because you really just want your brand name on there. And because I put my social media handles, you could do that as well if you want. But you just click on that, you double click it. As long as it has the highlight, you can change all the information. So I'm just going to click and put all caps for my own my own swim brand. You can change the font, you can change the size, which I'm going to change the size, but again, you have to highlight it in order for it to work. So I'm going to change the size to let's see, maybe a little bigger. That's good enough for me right now. It's an example, but I would put Mayhem Swim. And then for a company message, say you want to put a call to action, like you could put a discount code here. Again, you put your social media handles here. Anything you want, you can put right here. You could put thanks for shopping with me. Here's, a coupon code. I don't know, something simple like that. Obviously you want to shrink this whole thing, so make it really small. Oh, I changed the whole, I'm retarded. Okay, I'm sorry. I changed the title, but you get what I'm saying. This will be the title name. I'm just gonna copy it and delete it and then we're gonna keep that just so y'all know where we at right now. Make it like a 22. Like that. And then this one, you would put that information. So see how it's just like you can tweak it and it can be smaller or whatever. And where am I taking this? And that's basically just how you do that. And you can just play around with it, change the font and all that good stuff, change the text. But ultimately you want something at the top part here and you want it blank down here for the next part that I'm going to show you. So you would basically fill out all the information that you want in here, click continue and go through the checkout process. That's essentially all I'm doing here. So, yeah, let's get out of my computer so I can show you exactly how to manipulate these business cards and turn them into hang tags. Okay, so now that you know how to do the business cards on Staples and that you have your business cards and you're ready to actually make them into hang tags, you're going to need a couple of things. I'm going to be using a hole punch. I'm going to be using a pen. I suggest you use a permanent marker. I'm using this for example purposes, but use a permanent marker with like a fine tip, not the wide ones. Use a fine tip permanent marker. They dry faster and they're not runny. And you're going to need some scissors, and also you're going to need some sort of twine that you're going to be using. I'm using twine. If you don't have twine, I suggest getting embroidery thread because the embroidery thread is like the same width as this. Also, it's easier to tie a knot and it's thicker than just normal thread. If you have some sort of string that you would like to use or a ribbon or something that would go with your brand, by all means use a ribbon, string, whatever it's going to be. Just make sure that it's uniform so it doesn't look a mess. So what you're going to be doing is you have your card already. Oops, let me grab one. You have your card already. And if your card has a bunch of like stuff all over the card, like a lot of information, and it's actually full, you don't have to do this step. You can totally just get a hole punch, take your hole punch, put it in the corner where it's blank or in the middle where it's blank, and then do the following steps that I'm going to show you. But for this one, because I'm using the ones that I showed you in the beginning, what you're going to do is take your scissors, because mine is, it's blank at the top on purpose for this reason. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut right above the wording. So do that and make sure it's like a straight line, straight as you can get it. So now I have two halves. I have the half with the wording on it with all the information, and I have this blank half. So I'm going to put the words in the front basically, and now you can tell it's uneven. So I'm going to cut the back one to make it even with the front. Okay, so now I have two even pieces, right? Just like that. Now I'm going to set the one with the words aside. I'm going to use this blank one. The blank one, all you want to do is cut this a little bit shorter than what it is, because you want it to be shorter than the first one. So I'm going to cut it about right there. So you can see I have a shorter piece. I'm going to throw away the short piece, the end piece, and I'm going to put it back with this one. So now I have 2 pieces, as you can see. It's kind of thin, so it's hard to tell, but I have 2 pieces. One is shorter than the other. The shortest one is the size tag that we're going to be using. So on this one, what you're going to need right now is your marker, and you can write your sizes down on this one. So if you're putting your tag on a small item, you can write small all the way out, or you can do an S with a circle, or however you're going to identify a small. I'm just going to be using a S right now with a circle. So I'm going to put an S and then circle it. That's a little sloppy, I'm sorry, but it would be a lot neater than this. Do an S with a circle. If you have bad penmanship, I suggest you buying some stencils. They sell stencils at the dollar store as well, or a Michael's type store. Go buy some stencils with the font that you like and use the stencils to write out the lettering if you're going to do this like this. So you can do just like that. See, it's just an S with a circle on it. So now that we have the size that we're going to be using this tag for, I'm going to put the size one, this one, behind the wording on this one. Whoops, flip it that way because I want the blank spot. So that's both blank at the top. I'm gonna put the size one behind here, just like that. Oh, that's a little uneven. Sorry, let me fix that. All right. So the size one is behind there. Now the next step you're going to need to get your hole puncher, or even if you have a notch tool, if you sew, you can have a notch tool, you can poke a hole straight through and it'll work the same way. I'm using hole puncher because it's just easier and neater. But this is where you can put it in the corner. You can put the notch in the corner, or you can put it in the middle. I'm going to use the middle for this card, and I'm just going to pop a hole right there. You can see it's like a little hole. The next thing you want to do is get some twine. And the twine, the length of this depends on you. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be super short. It could be exactly how much you need just to put the tag on your item, or how long you want the tag to hang. So I'm going to just put the twine. What you want to do is take one end, put it through that hole that we just popped, and take it a little bit up. I'm going to be using this much. So mine is like about, I don't know how long that is, but it's a little bit longer. Because when you hang it on a hanger, hang your clothes on a hanger, and then you put your hang tag on it, that's what's going to be seen hanging, and it just looks nice when it's uniform. So if it's shorter, you're going to see it, but it's going to be uniform. That's what you want. You want your products to look uniform. So what you do is with the little raw edges, now that it's through, see how it's just one through, straight through there, tie this in a little knot. Super simple. And now you have an actual hang tag. Now, how do you hang the tags? It depends. There's 2 different ways that you can hang the tag. What did I just do with that? Oh, there's 2 ways that you can hang the tag, all right? So I'm going to show you the first way. The first way is if you have a product and you're not using the actual tag, or if you have a tagless item, you're going to need something to actually poke through the fabric. I'm going to be using a safety pin for this example. What you want to do is just take your safety pin, put it through just like that. It's just a safety pin around the thread. So put the safety pin through. I'm gonna show you on my own clothing again. Put my chain. So if this is where you want your tag to go, if you have like a shirt or something, I suggest you putting it through the armhole right here. That's just a safer place. But for this, I'm just gonna show you an example. You take the safety pin, and you want the pin to go directly through the seam. Directly through there. And you want to pin it. Oops. Just like that. The reason why it's going directly through the seam is so you don't damage your clothes. So when the customer takes it off, it's coming right out of the seam. No holes, no anything. So that would be the first way to hang the tag. Now, how I hang my tags, because I have bikinis, very, very small bikinis. I hang my tags a little bit differently. So let me grab a bikini and then I'll show you. Oops. Okay, example. See this bikini? How you don't want to poke holes in bikinis if you don't have to. So how I would hang the tag is basically you would take your tag right here, the strings, keep the string together, put the string through one side, see, just like on the string side, put it through one side, take your tag, open one end, put the tag through it, and pull down. See that? It's just looped around. No damage happening to the bikini. So that way, when it's hanging, all you see is the hang tag. So it'll be on the hanger like that. And the hang tag will be hanging. And you'll see both the name of the brand with all the information and the size. Just super easy, super cute, no harm, no foul. So that's how you do hang tags. I hope that was explained correctly. But yeah, it's super easy. The hang tags only cost $10 and you just have to put in a little bit of work on your end, but it's your brand, so you have to do it anyway. And you don't need a lot. You can get hole punchers from the dollar store, pins from the dollar store. I got this twine from Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure they sell twine, some kind of twine or rope or something in the dollar store that you can use. You can get that, and that's all it costs. So now that we know how to do that, let me show you guys how to use the Shopify POS system. So I'm gonna have to go on my phone for that, but I'm gonna show you guys how to use that and how easy it is to add your inventory when you don't have like your computer or all that stuff at a pop-up shop. Okay, y'all, so the Shopify POS system, like I said, is just a point of sale, meaning that you have the ability to sell in person at a pop-up shop, and it's still intertwined with your Shopify store. So this is a really cool system. Honestly, that's why I love Shopify. That's why I use it, because they make everything very convenient for you. So this is what it will come in. This is the older one. They do have a new model. I ordered it and I don't know what I did with the box, so I'm gonna have to reorder the new one, but they're both the same thing. The new one is just black and it looks better, to be honest. It's a little bit more sleek. So this one I believe is $29 and you can buy it from the Shopify like store. And the black one, I believe right now it's on sale. So if you have a Shopify store, I think if you click on like the POS system, like where you buy the products, it's on sale. So I think it's $24. So this is what it looks like. It comes with a little sticker right here that shows, you know, what you can pay with which is always good for pop-ups. You can just take the sticker, place it on one of your signs so people know that you accept cards. And this is what it looks like. This is just the safety case, so none of your things get damaged. It's hard to show because it's white, but it comes with the base. This is the base for it. Comes with the actual card reader. You can swipe on here and you can use chip. So you just attach this piece to the other piece, and then you also have the cord. Now the cord works well, especially if you have an iPad or if you actually do bring your computer. You can attach this cord very easily to your computer and it works the same. However, it does have the option to press this little button and you'll be fine. So let's go into my phone and I'm going to show you exactly how this little beauty works. It's so small and compact and it works. So let's go into my phone. All right, so we're in my phone. I'm going to click on the Shopify POS app. And as you can see, we're in here now and you can see all of my products. These are products that I already have in my store that are connected already to my Shopify, that I have like stock of and inventory and everything. If you want to add a product, it's super easy. You just click on the plus sign and see where it says add product or add customer. And where the customer part is, this is why it really works well for pop-up shops. If you're at a pop-up and you're trying to collect emails, this works amazing. It's less hassle. It's awesome. You can build your email list while you're selling clothes. So adding customer means like, oh, if you meet somebody like they're not ready to shop yet, but oh, well, let me just get your email. You know, I'll add you to the mailing list, and then when new products come out, you'll be the first to be notified. So that works. Also, you can just add a product. So let's say you want to add a product, you can just type in, I'm just gonna put black bikini set. I'm making up a product right now, but you put black bikini set, you add the price. I'm gonna put $50, That'll be the price. Inventory, where it says track inventory, yes, you want that on. And you can put how many black bikini sets you actually have at your pop-up if it's not already integrated into your Shopify store. So most likely it's already integrated, but let's say you picked up new products on the way, this is what you'll do. So let's just say you have 3, I don't know, you have that, and let's save the product, right? So now you have black bikini set, it says 3 in stock. What you want to do when somebody buys that, oh sorry, you will add the image as well. There was an image option, so you will add an image. But what you want to do, let's say if somebody wants to buy these jeans, my crossover jeans that I just added, I just tap it, just like tap it. You don't have to click and swipe it or anything like that. So you just tap it and see the subtotal says 165. It say multiple people bought them. You just tap it a bunch of times, however many times that one customer wants to buy it. And then you click on subtotal and see the total is like 990. You can select the customer. If that customer's already shopped with you, their email is going to be already on your list. If they haven't shopped with you, you just continue on and that option will come up next. So it says select customer, you don't want to do that, and it says charge that price. So you click on that price once they're ready to check out, right? And where it says credit or debit, that shows the total, or you can have the option to pay cash. If they want to pay credit, debit, you just click on credit or debit, right? You do that, and then, whoops, why isn't that clicking? And see at the top where it says press the power button to turn on your reader or manually input it. This is your reader that they're talking about. When you press the power button, it turns green. You can't see it on the camera because of the lights, but can you see that blink? It's turning green. So once it's on, it'll basically connect to your phone. That way you don't have to do much. They just swipe your card or read the card and their information will be there. I'm going to cancel this because I don't want to go through the process, but you have all of that information right here on your phone. You don't have to do a lot of stuff, and that's exactly how it works. The sales are easy. Also, they'll input their information. You add them as a customer and they'll be added to your email list. So again, that helps you keep your customers at pop-up shops. It helps you keep in contact with them. It helps them understand your brand more when you're sending out your mailing list newsletters. And if you haven't seen that video where I teach you guys how to build a newsletter for your fashion brand, check that out. I'll link it up here, and I'll link it down below in the description. But yeah, that's literally it, you guys. That's it. That's all. It's super easy. Get you a card reader. If you do not have this with your Shopify store, get this, because you can do in-person sales anytime. It saves you having to manually input card numbers. That's all I'm trying to get to. And also, you don't have to use cash all the time. If you go to a pop-up shop and you do accept cash, you need to have change ready. You know, so make sure you have cash, the change for the people that are using cash. But again, most people have cards. It's easier, it's safer, it's easy to track. Also, once they get their order, they will be emailed a receipt. You don't have to worry about paper receipts, which is amazing for our environment, but they'll get an email receipt and you'll have their confirmation, and they'll have the confirmation as well, so that they know that they made a purchase with you. So again, the connection between you and customer is awesome because of Shopify. Get this. Okay, you guys, that's the end of this video. I know I said I was going to do a flat lay option for you guys to do, but I just realized that is a whole video and a whole dedicated video. So I'm going to film that, but it's going to be a separate video because I feel like there's a lot of information that goes into that, and I have to switch up the scene a lot when it comes to flat lays. So I'm gonna make a dedicated video for you, I promise. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you're notified for all my videos. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. And if you haven't downloaded the Fashion Branding Challenge Checklist, make sure you look in the description box. It's a free download. Make sure you download it. It's really amazing at filling out when you are trying to discover your brand's identity. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.